you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on
Back in week 4, the Colts lost their first matchup against the Jaguars. Can Jacksonville sweep the series? The answer comes your way next.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Hines. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw?
Now it's Hines. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
That's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Donovan Peoples-Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. In today's NFL, you know, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows. It's having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another first down run right there.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Pacheco hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. A drive there, just 4 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Wilson. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They run with Hines. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
This is Hines. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of the first as he's tackled at the 47.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
The Jaguars at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards. Coming up at halftime. We remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback had. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball, but not hang on. Second down coming up.
Back to throw again. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Isaiah Pacheco. He scored the goal and through the air. And the Jags have taken the lead.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
This to Hines on the drop-off. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On third down, Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right.
That's caught downfield by Pickens.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 33 yards that time. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. They'll look to throw again. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Jaguars! Jelani Woods in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And if looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Seconds left in this first half. A timeout call. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Rolling to his right. He's got this to Pickens. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Isaiah Pacheco
with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Drive that team of 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Wilson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
A.J. Terrell, the one who shot in there to drop the QB.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. And you've certainly put it up to the top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
This is brought in at the 21.
56 yards the punt that time, 12 on the return.
And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he knocks the ball away, and it throws incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Jacksonville.
Okay, break.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson, and he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Wilson.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now it's Wilson. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Calvin Ridley from 4 yards out. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 7 catches for him now in this last one, a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
On 1st down, Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And now they're in the hurry-up. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And pick six. That was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting interceptions great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. But it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Jaguars come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the title as this remains an understandable. So not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Jacksonville, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not to ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
trust. Me taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Jams don't